much for joining us for Racine Me this week. We're coming to you from home. I'm Meghan Reistad. Coming up this morning on Racine Me, exploring the outdoors while learning something along the way. We're taking a look at the Chickadee Story Trail, and a new micro distillery in downtown Waterford is getting creative and adjusting during the pandemic. As people are looking for things to do safely during the pandemic, Racine's Riverbend Nature Center is in step with getting more and more folks out to explore the great outdoors. Its new interactive trail has just been unveiled. Here's a look at some of the fun that you and your family can experience there.
Three components make up the half-mile Chickadee Story Trail, including a guided tree path, nature playground, and a storybook-themed area as you're walking. It's for kids of all ages. Riverbend Nature Center is at 3600 North Green Bay Road in Racine. It's located between the Root River and Baton International Airport. The idea is to have an unstructured experience. Staff say they're trying to fulfill their mission of environmental education, getting kids and families connected to nature. They figured 2020 was the perfect time to start the trail. Each trail appeals to different age levels, but all trails are safe and fun for all ages. More trees are being added, and there's an indefinite amount of phases for this trail. Be sure to check it out.
And if you're looking for some additional information on where to find the Chickadee Story Trail, just take a look at your screen right now for all of that information. Well, if you've driven in downtown Waterford recently, you may have noticed a new micro distillery. This morning, we have Waterford Stillhouse owner Tammy Bagatka, and she's joining us through Zoom to talk about the distillery and how they've adapted during the pandemic. Good morning, Tammy. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you, Meghan.
So tell us, the first few months that you guys have been open, it was probably nothing like you expected. What have you been up to?
Yeah, absolutely not. Definitely not what we expected or anticipated. So we pretty much were at the point where we were ready to move forward with our interior and exterior remodeling at our distillery. And we pretty much dropped all of those plans to switch over to making hand sanitizer. At that time, we did not have equipment. We didn't have materials to even like our seller's permit. We didn't have anything. We were nowhere near ready to open. But we saw the need for it, and we quickly shifted over.
Wow.
And put all of our original plans on hold. So we're focusing now on getting back to what our original plans were. So.
Wow. Okay. Well, talk about an opening for you guys. Now, when you initially opened this business, I've read that you were really hoping to help revitalize Main Street. Talk about that. Talk about your hopes.
Yeah. So we really want to just help revitalize our downtown and offer a space for families, a family-friendly space for people to come and connect with our community. We have we're right by the Fox River here downtown. Waterford's in the middle of redoing a park right on Main Street. So it's really together nicely.
Okay. And you guys, you don't offer food. This is when that time comes, but people can bring their own in. So like you said, it is certainly a community gathering space. Talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have right next to us is Thai Italiana, a great restaurant. So people are welcome to come and bring their own, order food from there and bring it here. There's Cafe 213 across from us. So people would be able to do that. And we really want to offer some non-alcoholic drinks too. We plan to have an old-fashioned soda machine.
Oh, cool.
Yes. We want it to be very family friendly.
And you're also focusing on local as well. Talk about that.
Yeah, local and small batch. So okay. Our super small batch, our bourbon is being aged in 15-gallon barrels. So when we say micro distillery, it is very small batch craft cocktails that we'll be making.
Okay, well, Tammy, it is great to catch up with you. I'm excited to continue following your progress. So we'll be in touch. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Meghan. Have a great day.
Thank you. Next on Racine Me, it's window shopping at its finest. We're checking in with the Downtown Racine Corporation for more on their efforts this holiday season. It is feeling festive in downtown Racine. Businesses are getting creative with a holiday windows decorating contest. It runs from November 20th through December 20th, and I caught up with Kelly Cruz from the Downtown Racine Corporation to learn about the event. Hey, good morning, Kelly.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good.
Let's talk about the third annual holiday window decorating competition.
Yes, absolutely. It's really fun. Our downtown really becomes this gorgeous, decorated to the nines event with the all of the holiday wreaths and banners are up, and now we have all of the businesses that are taking the time to decorate their windows in extremely festive ways and just giving people a reason to just come and walk downtown and enjoy the holiday season, you know, just in a safe way too. So they don't even have to go in anywhere to really enjoy this.
Right. This is window shopping at its finest, right?
It sure is. Yes.
Yeah. And you've got a number of businesses participating. Tell me about who's all going to be a part of this.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have quite a few businesses participating, around 15, but a couple of them that I've already seen at night that look amazing is Pepe's did a really great job with painting their window in a really creative manner. Plum Gold and Art Metal Studio always have such a classy, gorgeous, who doesn't like looking at beautiful jewelry while looking at holiday decorations? So they've done a great job. Dimples Imports has an amazing window as well. She's got decorated top to bottom. Plus you can see a ton of her merchandise. So it's really fun. And she's got this thing where you can actually call from the window and say, I want that item, and they'll bring it right out to you.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So.
And people get pretty creative. They use a lot of different materials. We've got lights, different decor. You mentioned some paint. Talk about what people can actually see.
Oh my gosh, it's so varied, which is what I love about this, is because it's such a span of businesses, because we have some restaurants participating, bars participating, high-end jewelry stores, coffee shops. So every window is completely different. I mean, we also have toy stores participating. So if you just want to get into the holiday spirit, I mean, now is the time. Downtown Racine is decorated with the flower pots, in festive decor, and we just recently placed our holiday tree on Monument Square.
Cool. Oh yeah. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh my God, that was so much fun. Somebody donated it from their house. Oh. And so, yeah, and it was actually the father, who had just passed away 2 years ago, had started that tree in a Dixie cup in a seed when they first bought the house. And so now this year, this tree, that gives me chills, is on Monument Square. And it is the most gorgeous tree. It's the most full tree. It is just 18,000 lights on it. So it's gorgeous.
How cool is that? And you also wanted to remind people to shop small this weekend. Talk about the significance of this.
Yeah, I can't stress that enough. It is just these small businesses, rather than going on Amazon, please consider shopping small. Buying gift certificates. We actually just launched a gift guide right on our racinedowntown.com website. So if you go right to the homepage, you'll see the holiday gift guide. And we've got 60 different gift ideas that are listed there that people can do, all by curbside pickup or delivery. And they're everything from Bloody Mary baskets at home to specific popular jewelry items. The price ranges run the gamut. I mean, toys, jewelry, drinks, food, something for everybody on your list.
Yeah, cool. Okay. And then we don't want to get too much into this, because we're going to have you on in a couple of weeks to talk more about it. But the Kris Kringle tour is coming up December 12th, and we just want to kind of get that on people's minds. So give us a little preview.
Yeah, so we just started this a couple of years ago. It was just a fun idea that I came up with, given that Racine is the Kringle capital of the world. And so I reached out to my friends over at O&H Bakery, and they've been partnering with us from the very beginning. But they bring us every kind of Kringle that they actually create. And we have all of those Kringles at the different store locations for people to sample. Who would, I mean, what a fun way to just come downtown and
Yeah.
get in the spirit.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Lots going on. Oh my gosh, which is great to hear. So thank you again. We appreciate it. We appreciate you taking the time to join us today.
Yeah, thanks, Megan. See you in a few weeks.
Sounds good.
And one more time, here's the information for the Holiday Windows Decorating Contest if you'd like some additional information on the decorating competition. And an update on parking in downtown Racine. Free meter parking in downtown Racine is back for the holidays in 2020. The City of Racine and the Downtown Racine Corporation have teamed up to coordinate free meter parking on the following Saturdays. November 28th, that's Small Business Saturday, December 5th, December 12th for the Kris Kringle Tour and Open House, and December 19th. The free parking excludes all ramps with gates and the lakefront lot. Free meter parking will also be available at all meters throughout the City of Racine on those days. Still ahead this morning on Racine Me, take in the sights of the season from the safety and comfort of your own vehicle. It's a Wonderland of Lights at the Racine Zoo. It's a perfect plan for a socially distant holiday activity. The Wonderland of Lights at the Racine Zoo is all decked out for the holidays. CBS 58's Michael Schlesinger has more on this drive-through experience.
I think it's safe to say the holidays are just about here, and we are ready, especially the Racine Zoo. They've never done something like this before. Beth Heidorn, Executive Director, good to see you.
Good morning.
Wonderland of Lights.
Yes.
500,000 lights
Half
strong.
a million lights. We have colors, we have displays, we have trees that are wrapped, we have rainfall lights, and it is just magical out here, as you can see.
Yes.
And we've got something for all ages. It's a nice, easy half-a-mile drive. Families are able to social distance in their cars. We are open on Thanksgiving. We're open on Christmas. We really want people to come out and have a magical experience. And what better way to do that than come out to the Racine Zoo for Wonderland of Lights?
So is this in the round, or is it an arc? How is it set up?
Yeah, so this half mile, you come in our what we call our Gould Street gate. You drive our low road, which kind of runs parallel with the lake,
Yeah.
with Lake Michigan. And then you come up on our high road, and you end up going out Walton Gate in this beautiful area right here, and you pass right through our Kiwanis lights too. So it's a twofer tonight.
Do you have a favorite area?
Oh my gosh, I love the season's greetings because it just feels so warm.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it is. And we're trying to get everyone to have a good time here in what's been not the best year.
No. You do this Wednesday through Sunday nights, 5 to 9.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
$5 a person?
Yep, age 3 and older, 2 and younger is always free here at the zoo.
And doesn't matter the weather, right?
Nope, we are rain, shine, hopefully not a lot of snow. But yes, all weather types.
And the last day will be January 3rd? is it
January
correct?
3rd,
Okay.
yeah.
And who knows, maybe do this again next year. This sort of starts something big. I
It
think.
has. I think even, we've learned on how to reinvent ourselves a little bit during this pandemic. So we're going to take all the good things we learned
Yes.
and put them to 2021 as well.
Yes, Beth Heidorn, happy holidays to you.
You
And
too.
you know what? This really gets you in the spirit.
Well, and unique events for the whole family. So I also talked with Beth about a few events going on in the coming weeks, including Giving Tuesday and Brunch with Santa to go.
Hey, Beth, good morning. Thanks for being
Good morning. Good morning, Megan. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing well. Let's talk about Giving Tuesday. It's on December 1st.
Yeah, so Giving Tuesday is a national giving day to highlight nonprofits around the country. So the Racine Zoo participates in the zoo side of things, and we call ours Giving Zoo Day.
I love it.
And we partner with all the accredited zoos across the country that are part of the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. And it really is a way to highlight what nonprofits do, what zoos do, because we still need help with this crazy year of 2020. We didn't furlough our animals. We didn't lay them off. They don't really know what's happening outside of the fact that they're getting taken care of every day. The vets still come and see them every week. So it's really a good opportunity for us to talk about the cool things that are happening at the zoo, but still know that we still have to feed them and take care of them. So it's really a great opportunity. We've been doing it for the last couple of years.
Okay.
And we have 3 wonderful organizations that are matching the gifts that we are being given from the public. So we've got Rude Family Foundation, we have O&H Danish Bakery, and we have Educators Credit Union, all of which are putting up $5,000 to match anybody's money that is going to be coming in on that day.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so if someone wants to show their support, do they kind of walk us through that process a little bit?
Yeah, so the best way to do that is to go through our website, racinezoo.org. There's going to be a link to Giving Tuesday on there. You click on that link and it goes to a donation page, and you can do everything from $5 to $5,000, whatever is comfortable for you, especially during this time. But please know that every dollar stays here at the zoo to take care of our animals, make sure they're fed, make sure they have enrichment, make sure our vets come at weekly, and just take care of the zoo as a whole. So we're looking very much forward to that. We've also been able to match our people that want to do a membership as well. So if you want to give that as a gift, that's a great opportunity. It's just another way to help us. We have memorials that come in at this time of the year too. So it's really a variety of different things that lead to that match that we're really trying to get to for 2020.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thanks for detailing that for us. Let's also talk about brunch with Santa. This sounds so fun. To go.
Yeah, to go. Again, this is just such a crazy year, but kids want to see Santa. They don't know that Santa's not necessarily going to come. We've had a successful brunch with Santa for the last several years. So what we're doing differently this year is instead of boxing up individual meals, we're doing it as a family style to go. So if you say you've registered for a group of 4, the amount of food that's going to be in your to-go box will be for those 4 people. If there's an adult that registered, there may or may not be a bottle of champagne and some orange juice for mimosas. And then, of course, the kids also get a craft to go. They get a cookie decorating to go. They get some prizes. And I have on good authority, Santa Claus himself is going to be here at the zoo that day, handing out the gifts between 8 and 10 on the 5th of December.
How fun. And so this is, I'm thinking that you've had to change this a little bit from previous years. Is that right? Talk about how you guys made that decision and how you made the plans for it moving forward.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So again, we're trying to keep everybody safe. And so social distancing by driving into the zoo to go to the pickup station, getting all your food, getting your orange juice, getting your crafts for the kids, cookies to go, and then going out a different gate. So you come in, we load it all up into your car, you go out the other gate, and you have a wonderful breakfast with your family at your house on that day. So we're able to make sure that people are safe because you're social distancing in your own car.
Right.
We've got a great caterer, which is the Roost on 6th, and they're going to come and make the eggs fresh right there, and the pancakes, put them in your thing. So we're not even moving them twice. They go from the grill to the container to your car, back to your house.
Great.
So we figured this was the safest way to do it because we did not want to disappoint kids on not being able to say Santa Claus at the zoo this year. And so we talked to him. He said, of course I'm going to come and see you guys. We picked the day. He's going to be here handing out gifts.
Cool. So now you just need the families to show up too.
That's correct. And you can register online at racinezoo.org. There's a big event page. Just scroll down to brunch, book the number of people that you need, and we'll take care of it. You just need to do that by December 2nd so we can have it all ready by December 5th.
Awesome, Beth. Thank you so much for sharing about both of these events. They sound like a lot of fun. You guys are always coming up with new and creative ideas at the zoo. It's awesome. So
thank you, Megan. I appreciate it.
And if you'd like additional information on Brunch with Santa to go, just take a look at your screen right now for the date and times of the event. Again, it is Saturday, December 5th from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Next on Racine Me, from a virtual craft fair to a first-time toy drive, we're catching up with Carrie from Real Racine for this week's community calendar segment. Well, this week we are once again visiting with Carrie Grieving from Real Racine about what's going on across Racine County. I had a few minutes to catch up with her about what we should know for this weekend.
All right. Well, good morning, Carrie. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Megan.
So you're talking about the YMCA virtual craft fair this morning.
Yes, it's an annual event that's typically held in person because everything's typically held in person, but this year they had to go virtual. This is one of the largest craft fairs that we have in Racine County, and it is like most people mark it on their calendar the previous year so that they don't miss it.
Okay.
So this year they had to adjust and they decided to make it virtual. And instead of just one day for like craft, looking at all these vendors, they decided to make it stretch out for a longer time so people, it's more convenient. So it's running from November 20th until December 4th.
Okay, cool. And so tell me, like, what kinds of crafts can people find at the craft fair? Sort of who's their target audience, or who should go to this craft fair virtually?
Well, anybody should go. I'm always amazed by the different people. I've gone to it a couple times just because first I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
And it's like Disneyland is crazy crowded. There's all different things. There's the typical crafty things, and then there's people selling like the candles and, homemade like dish towels and all that kind of stuff. But there's also like kind of a manlier element to it. And there's a lot of like wood, like people making their own sculptures. It's a wide range of art. And of course it's local. So many people want to support local businesses and local artists. So this is kind of like the perfect way to do it.
Yeah. And so remind us again the dates for that event. And then it is virtual. So it's not,
yes.
If you go this year, you go online and you do your shopping there.
Correct. It's from November 20th to December 4th and all online. Once you go, if you search for it online, you can just log right in. It is free to attend. You never have to pay anything. And then everyone is set up. Each vendor is set up. It's like literally just all the online shopping that we're really used to now, except it's a craft fair.
Cool. Awesome. Well, it's a great opportunity for people. And like you said, it was really, really packed in the past. So it's a decision, to move it to virtual, but people can stay home and still support those local businesses and do it safely. So it's a good option for people.
Yes. And I've heard too that a lot of people they're repeat buyers. You go once and you buy something and then you want to buy it again, or a different variation of that same kind of craft. So I'm glad that they're not losing out on, all those customers that want to come back.
Absolutely. And for those people too, who want to buy their products.
Right.
So that's great. All right. And you're also telling us this morning about the new toy drive. Now, we did interview the organizer a couple of weeks ago, but it's been some time since we heard about this. So tell us what we need to know about that.
Sure. I just wanted to remind everybody, because anytime there's a toy drive, I think that that's something that you hear about it and you're like, oh, I'm just going to do it. And then, life happens and sometimes you can forget. So the holiday new toy drive is organized by the Veterans of America Motorcycle Club, which is pretty great. I like it when different people start to get involved in the community. And they did a wonderful thing. There's 4 different locations where you can drop off toys. And they all have to be new. That's the only thing that's the caveat this year, because obviously while donations are wonderful, they need to be in packaging and brand new because of, just to stay safe. So that again is running from November 11th to December 12th. So we're getting kind of close towards the end.
Awesome. Okay. And yeah, this is an organization that decided to do this new this year. Just talk about the overall need and why it's so important that we support these organizations that want to help out our community, especially in 2020.
2020. It's a year that I've noticed that people are so eager because they've missed out on so much stuff that now anytime there's an opportunity, they're so gung-ho. And this is every little kid should wake up and get toys or get a gift on Christmas. And that's essentially what this organization wanted to do. They did not want 2020 to spill into Christmas. Everyone's under extreme hardship. Everyone is very worried. And these kids, many aren't going to school. They don't see their friends, all that kind of stuff. So it's important to, I think, for yourself, because it makes you feel really good. And also for who you're donating to, because they're needy. This is what, nobody wants a holiday where you can't celebrate.
Mm-hmm. All right, Carrie, just remind us one more time the dates for the toy drive.
November 11th through December 12th.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Always
you
good
got
to
it.
see you. Thanks for keeping tabs on everything going on in Racine County. We appreciate it.
Of course, anytime. Thanks, Megan.
Yes, thank you.
See ya.
And that concludes Racine Me for the morning. I'm Meghan Reistad, and thanks for joining us. If you do have an idea for future episodes of Racine Me, just let me know. You can reach out through Facebook, or you can also send an email. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. We'll see you next week for Racine Me.